Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Andrew, and we're brothers, and this is the Daniel and Andrew Show.
Where we give our opinions about movies and TV and movies about nobody that we've been watching lately. So, Andrew, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Did you do anything fun this week?
No. No, not really.
I've just been working. My friend's in town from out of state, so I'll be seeing him a little later. Saw him the other day. He's in town for like a week, so that's fun. But nothing like just having dinner or whatever, kind of thing. But um, yeah, it's not nothing too exciting. Joe, have you watched anything?
No. We're finally on the last episode of this Korean show. They're just really long. Like
Mm,
this last episode is 2 hours long.
wow, that's not an
Um,
episode. That's a show. That's a movie. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie, exactly. So it took us a really long time to get through it. I think next on my list is Wednesday. Um,
Mm.
See if that's any good. And I don't know. I'm not sure what show I'll go to next after that. I don't know.
I'm thinking. It just started. I checked out the first episode of the Alien TV show, Alien Earth. Uh,
Hmm.
Definitely has some interesting setup. Get some alien action right from the start, so that's good. I think that's something maybe we could possibly talk about. Uh, because it's pretty well made. And Noah Hawley, who did Fargo TV show and Legion, which is like the
Hmm.
X-Men show, is doing it. So probably going to be pretty good. Uh, it's interesting. It's an interesting start. They're like hour long, so they're pretty full length. There, it's on Hulu, so technically FX or whatever. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It looks promising. There's some weird creatures and stuff. It's not just the regular alien. There's some other stuff, and they land on Earth. So we'll see how that goes.
So it's ongoing right now. I guess they
Yeah,
didn't drop
like the
all of it.
first couple episodes came
Okay.
out last week, and then I think they're on Tuesdays. So, um, so
So if we did do it, it would be like a
September.
month or two or now.
Yeah,
Okay.
would come out, would be done. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's already like being watched. It's on the lots of people are watching it. It's definitely number one on streamers and stuff like that. So, um, I mean, he's only like his last couple projects have been very well received. So, um, people are definitely interested in this, and I think Alien and to a lesser extent Predator has had somewhat of a resurgence the last couple of years. We had Prey, and then there's a Predator movie coming out, and Alien Romulus did pretty well. So there's definitely some you know people watching. So that's what happens when you make good stuff. So that's good. And then those are Fox, right? So Disney picked those up and thankfully put people behind them that seem to like and care and want to make something good. So that's good. We'll see how it goes. Uh, Okie dokie. Well, that we can move on into our news here. Um, let's see. Well, let's one company taking over another company is something that we may see. So Paramount last week basically talked about a pivot in strategy, and they want to be almost all their movies to be theatrical. They are not going to focus on making streaming movies. They're going to pretty much cut bait on that, and try to make everything theatrical and make put out like have more of an output in theatrical releases. Paramount just got uh, acquired by Skydance, which is um, another company, another entertainment company. So their parent company, basically, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and focus on that, and focus on their IPs that uh, do well, or have been profitable in the past. Top Gun, they're going to make a third one. They're going to want to do Star Trek, theatrical Star Trek, not just TV shows. So they're probably going to maybe cancel some of those shows that they have, 80 Star Trek shows that they got going, and then World War Z. I want to work because World War Z did quite well. That was his highest grossing movie before F1 for Brad Pitt there. Uh,
Wow,
yeah, F1's his highest grossing movie ever.
that's pretty sad.
Mm-hmm. With like 580 or something million or something like that. So, so that did pretty good. Anyway, so Paramount's adjusting its strategy, trying to do theatrical, work on its IPs. Basically, what Disney does, uh, make a lot of theatrical and work on their IPs that make money or have made money in the past. Transformers, crap like that. So they're going to work on that. And now there's rumors and reports that Paramount might look into buying Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Now, Warner Brothers has been doing quite well. Their last 6 movies opened up above 45 million. Uh, Superman, Weapons did quite well. Can't remember the other ones. Final Destination did well. They've been on quite the roll. F1, a couple others. I don't remember. Sinners. So they're on quite the roll right now, but they're cutting staff. So the rumor is that they're going to cut staff. So, bolster the bottom line there, as well as, kick people to the can't kick them out, that they've been talking about maybe possibly selling Warner Brothers for a while. I mean, they already made them 2 separate companies again after merging for like a couple years. So with Discovery. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
we'll see if that goes, if that anything actually happens to that. But yeah, so a lot of Paramount making moves there, when lots of people were thinking that Paramount was just gonna disappear. So um, interesting. They're definitely doing pivots. A lot of these companies are making pivots, trying to do things, whatever they can do to, stay afloat and make money. But Warner Brothers has been on quite the tear. So almost all of their movies have been profitable, this year at least. So because they've been hurting the last few years. So we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see what happens there.
Their video games are still sucking really bad right now. Except Hogwarts, I guess. That was the only thing that made them money.
Yeah, yeah. And then they're doing that Harry Potter show. There's like leaked photos or whatever, and I was like, "Yep, they looks like Harry Potter and looks like Hagrid. Looks looks like the same thing to me." So
Yeah.
whatever. Um, I don't know if I. I mean, I, I don't know I none of those really get me excited. I don't know about you. I mean, I don't care about really any of those
Oh, you mean
properties or
no? Not really. No, I guess Star Trek very mildly. My wife likes Star Trek, so I'm sure we'll show up to a movie. I actually liked the other movies, the theatrical
mhm.
releases, but they
My
def they
yeah.
simmered down as they released. Like they got less and less views. So
Yeah, my assumption the TV shows or the movies.
movies.
Okay. My assumption is they would just start fresh would be my guess. I would be surprised if they brought back Pine and stuff, but
Oh yeah. I would have. Yeah, yeah. I think they should start fresh.
yeah.
They should might even. I don't know. I think like fresh. Like don't even do like the next generation or something. Like just do like a whole new thing. Like it's still Star Trek, but don't.
Yeah, like not Kirk or anything or not.
Yeah, we don't need to
Yeah.
bring people back. Make something new.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I remember they were talking about Tarantino doing one years ago. I don't think that's ever happening, but that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Star Trek. Yeah, I don't really care about Top Gun. It's just because Top Gun made money. I mean that the F1 made money, and that's the guy who did Top Gun. So um, maybe they just want to keep him around. I think that was like Apple made it, and then it was distributed by Warner Brothers, I believe. And definitely worldwide, it was internationally. So um, yeah, I mean they'll definitely try to keep. They'll definitely try to keep Brad. They want to keep Brad Pitt around. I'm assuming they want Tom Cruise around still. Um, so you know they want to keep the movie stars in around, even though movie stars really aren't pulling in people like they used to, and there really isn't that many movie stars left. So, but we'll see if one big company will absorb another big company. Um, but kind of interesting to see. Those are there's like the big four kind of Universal, Paramount, Disney, and Warner Brothers. So that would be then there would only be three. So I would say the big ones. So we'll see what happens with that. It's a possibility. All right. So going from things I don't care about to more things I don't care about. They're doing a Lord of the Rings prequel movie about Gollum, and
Why always Golem? Why?
I don't know. Ian McKellen and what's his name, Elijah Wood, are going to return as Frodo and Gandalf. Um, I don't care, but does that those guys coming back interest you at all?
Does that mean the guy who did the
I,
original trilogy is coming back too?
I would be surprised.
Okay.
Um, I don't think so. It's called like something for Gollum. Mhm.
Mm, I don't really like the Golem pick. I assume they did that so they could have Circus because I don't know. The
Correct.
guys who's
Circus. Circus is directing it. Andy Circus, and obviously he's Gollum. So
okay. Andy Circus is true. Okay, makes sense.
yeah,
Um. Okay, so now that makes sense why Golem was chosen then.
it's going to be written by the. It's going to be basically everybody that was involved in the Jackson. What's his name? Peter Jackson. The writers of the Lord of the Rings movies, but just no Peter Jackson. Like the the writers who wrote all of them and stuff, and they're doing basically just doing another one, just a prequel, I
Then
guess.
I'm definitely interested. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not Peter Jackson directing. I mean, I don't think Peter Jackson's stuff has been that well received, other than Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I haven't even heard of anything else he's made.
I
So,
mean, he did the King Kong movie, the one with um,
oh
Jack
yeah.
Black
Hmm.
and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you've heard me on my spiel of Avatar. Those movies have been lost, and I want them back, but they're so expensive to make that they just don't happen anymore. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
literally, Peter Jackson made Lord of the Rings. He made King Kong, The Lovely Bones, which I heard is pretty good. Then he made the Hobbit movies, and then he's made like these documentaries, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, he's lent his name to things like producing and stuff, but he hasn't directed a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, it's Lord of the Rings, more Lord of the Rings. Whoop de doo. That animated movie made about 4 cents. Did you watch that movie?
No, I heard it wasn't very good.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought for sure you would have seen that.
Um, it just didn't. What I heard about it was they were going to lose the license unless they made something,
Right.
and that's what leaked out to keep the license. Is pretty much what I heard.
Gotcha. Well, that's
Um,
a bummer.
yeah, what the franchise needs is people that are passionate and want to make something. It sounds like these guys want to make something again in it. So I don't. Maybe it was the studio who went to them. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure Andy Serkis is very happy and willing to go back to the character that, I mean, basically, made his career. I'm pretty certain it was that. So, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, just like with the, what's it, monkey thing,
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes that he did, he was, you know, heavily involved in that as well. So,
Yeah, I mean he's the mocap guy, right? He was
yeah.
actually in that game Claire Obscure Expedition 33. You
Mm,
should really play that game. That I know you don't like turn based, but like the story itself is so good
mm.
that you should
Nah, yeah, I'll check it
play
out.
through.
But yeah, he is the mocap guy. He was also Snoke, and um, that they're like their third Venom. There was like a villain, and it's like all mocap, and I was like, "Who's that?"
Hmm.
Andy Serkis. Yeah, that's his thing. I
Yeah.
think he directed the second Venom too. Anyway, um, so we'll see more stuff there from the old Middle Earth there. All right, now to something I actually care about. Fallout Season 2. We got our images there. Um,
Yes.
the first image that came out was the poster, which is them, the four of them, the
Yeah.
girl from the vault, and the ghoul, and the dog, and the guy who's in the Brotherhood of Steel, walking out in the desert in front of the New Vegas sign. So yeah, definitely gonna be New Vegas heavy, which I'm down for. I like. I was pretty much confirmed, solidified in my head that is my favorite game ever of all time. So, yeah, I'm down for this. I thought the first season of the show was pretty good, and now I'm, they works on me. I hope they don't just, you know, ruin New Vegas and just you know, I hope
Oh,
it.
they won't. They the season one is good enough to like put you in good faith that they'll accomplish it.
I have faith, but Westworld, from what I remember, is everyone said that that first season was phenomenal, and then the second season was not. And so, you know, there's been shows where the first season's great, and then the second season craps the bed because they don't know what to do. And I just hope New Vegas stays intact, and there's no bombs or anything blow up or something. Uh, you know,
No, I'm exciting, and it also has a December release date, so it's
yeah,
going to be very like Chris. I mean, undoubtedly there'll
probably.
be a Christmas show or something, but everyone will have off most likely, so like
Hmm.
we can get watch party
Yeah,
together and
we'll
be more
definitely be
fun.
watching. I mean, definitely we'll be watching Fallout, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's good. And yeah, so we got the poster, and it looks like we'll have some flashbacks of him, and then the ghoul there, Walton Goggins' character. Um, See the Lucky 38 sign, and it's like, you know, a lot of it's more of the flashback stuff, as well as the current stuff. What's his name walking around with the guy in the power armor and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely excited for that. I'll definitely be watching. I know you'll be watching as well. Um, so hope for the best on that.
Yeah, a lot of the pictures aren't really that notable.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the poster is I mean, it's
Yeah,
cool.
but I'll definitely have it in the background. It's a cool
Yeah,
poster.
that's a cool poster. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So, all right, that's all the news that I got. Time to hop on the old trailer train here. Um, so let's see. What do you, let's talk about the man in the basement. In the man in my basement, something like that.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, the only reason this get piques my interest at all is because Willem Dafoe. I mean, he's pretty good at everything. Uh, he looks, you know, weird and creepy in this. Uh, this guy's living in his house, and some random guy comes to his door and says, "I want to rent your basement." And he's like, "No," and then weird stuff happens. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm surprised we are even talking about it. It looks like a scary ish movie, but like thriller maybe more.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's more just because it's like more of like a mystery ish to me, and then yeah, I like Willem Dafoe. So uh, I saw another trailer for a horror movie where it's like a horror movie, but it's from the perspective of a dog,
mm,
like
nice.
a dog's in the house and like weird stuff's happening, and you're like literally seeing it from the dog's perspective, and the dog actor.
Is
It's
this
good.
like Cloverfield? Is it going to be shaky cam where the dogs are
No,
going to.
no, it's like the dogs are just like observing like
Oh,
the weird stuff happening. It's called like Good Boy or something. I don't know. I thought that was kind of it was interesting. I'm not gonna watch it, but the concept is interesting.
yeah.
We're getting closer and closer to good old Halloween, so we're gonna get horror, thriller trailers up
I
the
don't know. I
booty.
feel like horror like never stops.
Horror
There's
never
always
stops, but
something
right
every month.
this time, and horror they don't usually put trailers out 6 months ahead. They put them out a couple months ahead, right?
True, true.
Because they make the movies quickly and then they pop them out, right? So yeah, we're gonna get more and more. Closer we get to Halloween, the more horror stuff we're gonna get, or thriller, or whatever you want to call them. So yeah. Um, all right. Next, what was this movie called? Ballad of something. Ballad of a Small Player. So Edward Berger is directing this, who just directed Conclave, which was, about picking the next pope. So kind of quiet movie. And this looks like the opposite. Um, of course, this interests me only because it's Vegas and gambling and stuff like that. Uh, Colin Farrell is a very good actor. He looks like he's doing the most acting in this movie. Uh,
Yep.
what did you think?
The song,
Mm-hmm.
well, I might say was fire.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing that made me enjoy the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I'm still not even really sure what it's even about. I guess he's gambling
Mm-hmm.
and he's a small player.
I guess.
Um,
What's interesting is that I did find this interesting. They're playing baccarat. In movies they're usually playing poker or something. So
yeah,
baccarat, that's interesting. And I actually know how to play baccarat. So it's kind of, it'll be weird. I don't know how they're gonna do that in a movie. Someone playing baccarat, you just put banker or player. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like, there's no moment you go all in or something. You're just putting money on a bar there. And hoping that. I mean, I guess they can, but people don't even know like how baccarat works.
I
So
don't even know how it works. Yeah,
yeah, you're trying to get. You have two. They have two cards, and they want whatever's closer to 9 wins. Um, but yeah, there's like some rules to baccarat that people don't understand. So I don't know why he would pick baccarat as not blackjack or something, but
yeah,
um, yeah. So we'll see how that works. But I'm curious about this movie. Actually, it looks interesting to me. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously about the highs and lows of gambling would be my guess. Um, but yeah,
yeah.
so we'll see how that is. All right. So our last trailer here is Marty Supreme, which is a biopic? Question
Yep.
mark? I don't know about a ping pong player.
Yep. Good old ping pong.
Ping pong. Um, I was talking to Dad about it yesterday, and he said, "Well, I don't think this will, you know, be as good as Balls of Fury."
Oh yeah, I mean that's the best ping pong movie ever,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
the only one probably ever made.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's only one ping pong movie. Yeah, I guess so.
That I can think of. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point. Um, the lead, the
unless you count Forrest Gump.
that's right. He does play ping pong. The main guy in Balls of Fury, Dan, whatever, Fogler. He was in that movie last year, where he played Bob Dylan. A Complete Unknown. He was his manager with Chalamet. So there you go. There's a connection there of ping pong.
Mm,
The ping pong movie guys there,
yeah,
because
I
Chalamet's
think
the
he
lead in
needs to
this.
show up and be like someone he has to play against. I think that's
Hmm.
only natural. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. So this is that would be hilarious actually. This is directed by Josh Safdie, one of the two Safdie brothers there, and his other brother Benny is he's directing that the one with the Rock, the Smashing Machine, which comes out not not in October or something. So but this movie looks interesting. I haven't seen Gwyneth Paltrow in a movie in a hot minute. But yep, she is an Oscar winner for Shakespeare in Love there years ago. This movie looks. I don't know if I don't. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna keep people's attention. This movie is about a guy like ping pong guy, like wants to make ping pong a thing, I guess.
I guess. I mean, I don't. In my opinion, all of these biopics are pretty boring, even when they're made about someone I find interesting. So you're probably right. It probably won't hold interest. No.
Um, I mean, I guess this is, nobody, no one's like familiar with it. So, you know,
Yeah, I guess you'll be learning about it. Yeah.
okay. So it's loosely based on the life of table tennis champion slash hustler slash entertainer slash entrepreneur, Marty Reisman. Um, yeah. So yeah. So it looks like it's like loosely based on someone real. Um, there's also some interesting cast uh, additions. Some film, feature film like long. Tyler the Creator, who's a musical artist. Um,
I don't know who that is.
and then Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank.
Yeah, that was weird. All I could see was Kevin O'Leary, not
Yeah,
whoever the heck he's playing. I was like, why is he talking about power? Like,
I'm so curious now. I kind of want to see this movie just to see if Kevin is a good actor.
based from what I saw, no, it just seemed like he was doing his
I
own
mean,
thing.
he's clearly a money guy, right? So,
Yeah,
I mean, is he going to be that? A bit of a stretch for him. I don't know, but I'm curious. It's kind of
I don't.
interesting.
If he talks about anything other than money in the movie, it won't make sense because I don't see him talking about anything else. It's just not possible.
I wonder if he'll call himself Mr. Wonderful in the movie.
Mm,
Um, and they gave him some hair, so that's nice. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Uh,
yeah, he'll
guy.
make like a good ping pong shot, and he's gonna be like, "That's wonderful." Yeah,
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably check this movie out. It's not like a thriller or crazy or doesn't seem. I don't know. A lot of movies, like indie movies, is like it's always got to be crazy and you know
yeah, like the
artsy for.
basement one. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Um, and I've seen a lot. Like there's trailers I thought about we may talk about, but they're all just. It starts off one way and then the music changes and things get crazy and there's a billion people in it, And I was like, whatever. Um, I think they're just made cheaply, right? So they can make a bunch of those. Um, but yeah, so we'll see about Marty Supreme there. All right, well, that's all the trailers we got. We can move on into our review here for Nobody 2. So this is a sequel to a movie from 21 uh, and got Bob Odenkirk returning. Uh, I think pretty much everybody returns, if they
yeah,
lived in the first one.
yeah.
So that's cool. Connie Nielsen, awesome. Uh, what's his name? Christopher Lloyd. Uh, Doc Brown there returns. RZA. And then you got the addition of Sharon Stone and Colin Hanks, um, doing very broad characters. You know, uh, everyone looks like they're having a good old time.
Hmm.
Uh, what'd you think?
Um, thought it was pretty good actually. But just watching the trailer, I didn't think the trailer looked bad or anything, but it was like I don't know, these sequel ones, I look to like Taken or something, they kind of lose something going into the next. But I felt like I don't think this one lost anything really. Um, I don't think it's better than the original, but I do think it still stands next to it. It
Mm-hmm.
didn't really fall too far behind. So that's good because I was kind of like, I don't know if it's going to be good enough. I don't know if I'll enjoy it enough. But it was actually, it, it was pretty quick. I don't know how long the film
Is
ran.
less than an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah, because it felt
It's
really
yeah,
fast. Yeah.
it's boom, boom, boom. It goes. It
Yeah.
moves very quickly. I mean, yeah, you're there. I mean, I we saw the movie at 10:10, and we
Hmm.
were home at midnight. So yeah,
Yeah. And I think that helped a bunch. Yeah, it moves through lots of action and then lots of comedy bits. I think they nailed what they were going for, and I think the for the worst thing there to be is to like want more, but that's I kind of would have liked another maybe like 10 minutes of it. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I
probably my
I
biggest
just
criticism.
I believe that the story on this one was thinner,
Oh
um,
yeah,
and the villains were so much more cartoony.
yeah, they're like Jason Statham villains. You know, where we are bad. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was the issue. Um, where in the last one, the villain he was more menacing and stuff. But yeah, these were just like over the top, and they're just over the top to be over the top. I think I never for a second was like thought, oh, these people are an actual threat. They just seem kind of ridiculous. And some of the characters, I mean, they just get dispatched, and um, like they had the we didn't get enough of some of them. There's like some hench people and stuff that are like, oh, these people are kind of interesting and different, but they get dispatched quickly. So, and like I don't know what's cool about them. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing
So,
really. Yeah.
so yeah, I think that I mean, it almost the exact same structure as the first movie. Um, but the set pieces in the first movie were better. I like the set piece at the end of this one more than the first one. Um,
It
I
was essentially the same thing, but it was like a funner
yeah,
location.
I just like the locale more exactly.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, the movie, it's fun. It's a fun movie, right? It's like cotton candy. You had a good time. It was fun. Just melts in your mouth. It's not like it's not there's no nutritional value, but you still had a good like you like cotton candy, right? It tastes good and you know cool. Like you're not gonna be every time you see cotton candy, you're like ooh, you know, it's but it's not life changing or anything.
Yes.
But I still enjoyed the movie. Um, uh, I mean, for me, I would give it like a 7. Like I enjoyed the movie. I had a good time with it. Um, I like all the people in it. Um, uh, he had like a new pal in this movie, so that was kind of fun. I like the kind of retroness of the whatever it was called,
The theme park. Yeah.
Springerville or something. What was it
I don't
called?
remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Whatever. And I liked the like that old commercial that they watched or whatever. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like the kind of goofy fake tourism ness, retro ness of stuff like that. Um, I don't know. I always liked going to the fair and stuff like that. I think theme parks and stuff are fun. I mean, so uh, some interesting Home Alone style traps, of course. Lots of good stunt work because it's 87 North. David Leitch's company there. Um, yeah, lots of good action. But yeah, the story was kind of thin. And I mean, that make I mean, what are we expecting? But I think it helps that I like Bob Odenkirk and Connie Nielsen, and they're very, I mean, it's, almost all always them, right? So, and I think they do well together. Uh, so yeah. What's your number?
I'd probably give it a 7 as well.
7.
I was thinking maybe an 8, but I was after having like just thinking about it for 5 more seconds. Yeah, I don't. It's good, but I don't think it reaches great echelons by any means. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it had enough good action in it for me to keep me entertained. Um, yeah. So
yeah, I'd say the first one's maybe like an 8. I think it.
yeah, first one's. I mean, the bus scene in the first one is worth the watch of that movie alone. To be honest,
Yeah,
um, that's a good movie. I like the first movie, and it came out in 21. And I remember seeing it, and there's like nobody in the theater with me. Um, and I was like, "Dang, I wish this movie would do." I mean, it did really well later, like on streaming and on
yeah.
on
I
demand.
never actually saw it in theaters. Yeah, I saw it
Yeah,
streaming. Yeah.
yeah, it did really well on demand, like premium video on demand or whatever. That's why they made another one because it did not make that much money in the theater. So, but I don't think they don't make it for a lot of money. So, yeah, this one instead of the bus, they had like a boat scene or whatever. Basically, it's the same kind of beats as
Mm,
the first one. So yeah, he gets pulled back into the life that he had before or whatever,
yeah. I
and
liked the boat scene. I thought that was pretty
yeah, the
good.
boat
Yeah.
scene's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can get into spoilers here, and then we can talk more specifics here.
Okay.
So we'll move into spoilers here. So yeah, the boat scene is the substitution for the bus there, and yeah, gets his finger cut off, and then a fish eats it. I thought that was kind
Yes.
of
CGI
goes
on a
like
fish
whoop,
there.
goes like
Yeah.
bloop, grabs the what is this pinky?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this movie opens exactly like the first one, where he's in the handcuffs or whatever, but instead of a cat, he has the dog this time.
Yeah. I kind of wish they had. Once I saw the dog at the beginning, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna get some dog action,
Yeah,
like John Wick here." And then the dog didn't really do anything.
yeah, I think the dog just barked or
He
something, right?
barked. Yeah, he didn't. They make a sound like he went to go attack some guys,
Yeah.
but you never see anything. So
No, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Why have the dog if you're not gonna have the dog do anything?"
agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. It's fun watching somebody kick another person into like a claw machine. Thought that was kind of fun. And then he like rips the claw out of the machine and like starts beating up people with
Yeah, and he is using like the
the whack a
slap
mole
whack a mole. Yeah, and it keeps
mallet thing.
making the noise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always good stuff. I like. Yeah, I think the locale of having it at like an amusement park, water park thing was a good idea. Has fun locations and stuff. Um, yeah, I think yeah, the boat, you know, you know, putting, what's that thing called? Life preserver on people to, smacking people with things, making fun noises and stuff.
Yeah, kind of even like Jackie Chan coded. Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
sure
much
in one of those he's
yeah.
put a reef on somebody,
Oh,
and
I
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, he kind of can't remember what movie it is. He puts it on there and kind of like wiggles it and it makes like a woo sound.
yeah. I think it. I want to say it's Shanghai
Yeah, probably.
Nights or something.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, it is very yeah, it was kind of yeah, Jackie Chan. I mean, honestly, that is kind of how he plays it, where he's just kind of like, stumbles into fighting, right? Um I did like the scene where, he can't, he, he saw the kid was in trouble, so he had to help, right? He drives off, and then he's gonna come back, right? So, um,
Yeah,
sets the whole thing on fire, just like the first one there, and then the villain comes after them there. Um,
yep. And then he's even more in debt and has to keep working it off
exactly,
for the
exactly.
third one.
Hmm. Um, Yeah, so it's interesting because Sharon Stone isn't even who's the big villain, the main villain. She isn't even really introduced until like halfway through this movie.
Yeah,
So
you've
yeah,
got the bad sheriff as your other
hmm
villain.
yeah, and I mean he did fine. I mean, but his character was kind of one note, right?
I
Um,
mean, why are you staring at me?
yeah, well we have so John Ortiz is the plays the guy. He runs the town or whatever, and there, of course, it's for drugs, right? It's a pass through town for the drugs. So they set him up initially as the villain, right? But no, he works for somebody, right? Sharon Stone's character, and then they're gonna come after him and use the sheriff, right, to come after them. So he teams up with Bob Odenkirk as uh, Hutch, right? He teams up with Hutch because Hutch saves his kid. Um, so then they
Yeah, I
team
mean
up.
it's very like movie plot.
Hmm.
Like it's explained in about 3 seconds, and then they're just like, okay, we're gonna defend them, and then the bad guys are just like, oh, they're here and they have a hidden cabin, and they don't really explain how they know all that, but they figure it out in about 3 seconds. It's
Hmm.
very movie,
Yeah, but yeah,
but
it's
that's
just
I'm not complaining. That needed to happen, especially if you're going to keep it short.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I
yeah,
think I'm liking the last a couple. I mean, the last couple movies that I've seen are pretty like an hour 45, hour and a half. I don't mind it. I do not mind it. Just be just an in and out thing, and as long as I yeah, like I said before, plot things really don't bother me that much. Plot conveniences does it's not really. I just kind of take it for what it's worth. Um, but I mean, you have problems with plot conveniences, but if you like the movie and you like action or whatever, you'll overlook it a little bit. I think. Um,
I mean, I didn't overlook it in this one. I'm not giving this like some glowing score or
right, but
something.
I mean, if it was something else, if it wasn't an action movie, you might go,
Well,
oh,
well, in
the
a movie that's not an action movie, those kind of details matter. In this, it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
We didn't
yeah,
need that.
yeah, it's true. But yeah, uh, yeah, they set up that the mom is a good shot. Yeah, and he's like, mom, you're a really good shot. And then like obviously that's to pay off later.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit goofy.
It was, it was
And
indeed.
in the first one, like they kind of make it seem like she always knew he was some crazy spy. Like they kind of changed the first one a little. I feel like with this one, and then because she was never some sick shot or something, they
Yeah.
just they're not going to explain anything behind that either.
They
It's
didn't
just that she
really
is.
they didn't really get into the family in the first one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and it all starts because one of the security guards smacks the girl on the back for some reason, which
Yeah, it was.
makes zero sense why he would
Yeah,
do
well, it
that.
was a mistake. Yeah, he had to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's always good. You get the good turn, right? You see it in his face, and he's
Mm-hmm.
good. He's good. I like him.
Like, I forgot
So
my phone.
yeah, and she's like, don't, please don't
Yeah,
go in
don't
there.
do it.
He just kills him. Well, it doesn't kill them, but kicks some booty.
Yeah.
But yeah, uh, it's fun stuff. Yeah, the Home Alone, traps at the end there, going in the old fun house. That I think that's been done a couple times.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Zombieland. I mean, in in one of the John Wicks, I think they go into like a mirrored room at one point. It's not like a funhouse mirrors, but
Yeah, they have. Yeah, in
s-
the second one, he fights Ruby Rose,
yeah,
and yeah,
yeah.
there's that kind of.
Actually, in one of the James Bonds, they're in a funhouse, like
Yeah,
like in the '70s. Like it's like Roger Moore, and he shoots the glass, and he's like, like in the glass. So that's been done before, but it was fun.
yeah,
I like good old, going down water slides and stuff.
yeah. I
Uh,
liked the. They always have the little swinging thing, and they had it in this one, even though I
hmm
think the CG was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have that in Zombieland too, where they
Mm.
start the thing and that smacks them around.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good stuff. It was fun. I don't know how they could just, jump in a pool and, giant explosions, whatever, but who
Yeah, and
cares?
then there was like mines in the ball pit,
hmm
but he's like trying to get through the ball pit, and the guys are like right there. Like that's a very easy shot, and it's
Yeah.
very
No, no
movie.
one, no one
Yeah,
shoots anybody. Yeah.
yeah,
When they're just like there. Yeah. They're running and, how you're not hitting people, but, whatever. Um, everyone has the stormtrooper shot, I guess. So yeah, good stuff. People on Gatling guns and stuff like that. Uh,
yeah. It's always funny to see an old guy literally
yeah,
turning an old
yep,
school. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
it
mm-hmm,
helped. Yeah,
yep. Fun, fun, fun. RZA shows up. Doing his good old samurai stuff there. Uh,
yeah. I felt like that was a little out of place, but
he just didn't. RZA is likes that. Like that's him in real life. He likes that stuff.
mhm.
I think he's in one of the GI Joe or whatever as well. Um,
Um,
anyway, Snake Eyes, I think. But yeah, that's like him in real life. He actually likes that stuff. So anyway, I would say check it out. I enjoyed it. It didn't do that well. Um,
I
so
th- I think it'll do really well streaming, just like the
yeah,
first. I think it's a great streaming movie. Not too long, easy digest.
yeah, I think that it's a good what's it called? Matinee, cheaper, discount movie day, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't go this time. It's like $30. Like, geez, whatever.
Did you guys go at night?
Yeah, we did it. They've remodeled the farther one, and that was the one that just had the best time for us. And yeah,
Oh,
$30. Yeah.
how's the remodel? Nice.
It's actually really good. Well, they didn't like remodel the front or anything. Like they remodeled their theaters. They have the
Yeah,
nicer seats, and they definitely went over like the sound and the screen. At least I don't know if it's every theater in the entire thing, but that luxury one, and it was really loud, almost to the point where I was like, "This is too loud."
Yeah. Do they have
Yeah,
recliners and stuff, or is it just the
yeah,
seats?
no, full
Oh,
recliner. They
nice.
had the heating seat ones that were down here.
Oh, those fancy
So
ones. Okay, cool.
yeah,
I'll have to I'll have to check that out if
yeah.
when we go there.
We were also the only people in the theater. We saw it on a Monday though. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
cool. All right. Well, I would say check it out. Andrew, I'm guessing is a stream it. So
Yeah, it's not a skip. It could
yeah,
be worse. It could be a skip. I think it's a good watch. And yeah, if it's on a cheap day, it is worth seeing in theaters. It's
yeah,
just, yeah, it's not like a must see in theaters, I would say.
yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up our episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then.
This has been the Daniel and Andrew Show.